Hello, Aries. Let's start off with some deep breaths here, Aries. Welcome to your reading and welcome to Sagittarius season. I feel like it's been a minute since I've talked to our Aries. Things have been really shifting internally. We are in the middle of drastic changes. I think we're really just having to sit with all of it and really having to understand as we evolve, as we rise, is what I'm getting here, Aries. Keeping up with those deep breaths, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I want to start us off with an affirmation before I get into tarot. Your reading is about growth. Aries, I'm picking that up a lot. Yesterday, I went for a run and I went up to the mountains, but I seen this park and I sat on this bench, and right next to the bench I had seen the word Aries on the floor. I think like kids like wrote it on like chalk, and I had seen Aries like all over, and this was your calling. So if you found this video, this is for you. Going into this reading, I had picked up on some energies here. Oh, that's right. I was going to start us off with an affirmation. I'm sorry. I was picking up on this energy that some of you Aries, or maybe a few, it's a very specific one. I was getting an image that I'm getting rhyme or reason, and you're in a studio with friends and perhaps like your family as well. You're an artist, you're a rapper, you write lyrics, and you're sitting in a studio making music. This is the energy I'm coming from. This was the energy I was picking up from. So if this is for you, this is your confirmation, this is your reading. I find that the inner strength to face fear, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. It may be, Aries, that you're finding your confidence is boosting. You're finding yourself to be more mature and even more mature than you were. You're finding yourself to be more in wisdom and clarity. And I think a lot of what Sagittarius season is having us face is bringing us back to even more clarity. Crazy how things have been like day by day, each day, there's just something that comes up. This is what I'm getting, 313 on the timestamp. Also, I'm getting a lot on 333, the number 333. So if that is for you, that is your confirmation. Ooh, there's a lot here. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And that could be also one of the reasons I picked up on this artist, this rapper's energy. Like you're finding yourself to be more confident in your voice, and perhaps really finding your voice and really knowing how to use it. So you're in the studio, you're making music, and you're letting yourself express. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Now, Aries, pay attention to these colors right here on the affirmation. The purple, this symbolizes the crown chakra. And then we have yellow, which is our solar plexus. And if you can see, like there's also purple around it. So you're really going back to what I was saying about confidence, boosting your confidence. You're really seeing yourself in a different way. And you can also be like finding yourself to be moving in a different way. So take that as it resonates. Your friends are validating to you that you're doing good. 444 on the timestamp. Your friends are validating to you that what you are doing for yourself is right and you're on the right path to gaining more good, is what I'm getting. Heavy emphasis also on you feel more mature than ever. You're really having to like discipline yourself as well. Heavy on discipline. Let's get into tarot. 2 of Cups, bottom of the deck. There may be someone in the past here, Aries, so pay attention for a second. There may be somebody from your past, and they're coming up a lot. This is something that you probably think about at night before you go to bed. Or it's probably making you stay up at night because you keep thinking about them. Or perhaps their energy is coming up and you're just really trying to understand where this is all coming from. I think as things clear up for you, Aries, you're really having to find yourself to be in stability and in clarity. And again, clarity. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, heavy. There's so much that you're pouring in. Where are you pouring this in, and where is it all coming from? Okay. You're pouring in so much in your personality. Like you're paying more attention to your personality and you're seeing yourself as you are. A lot's coming up for that. A lot is coming up about your growth here. This is about growth, and I had titled this this is about growth. I'm getting and picking up a lot on your discipline and what you have been doing with your time. Heavy on maturity, heavy on stability. So much of what has influenced you or who has influenced you, so much of that you're unlearning. And then you're finding clarity in your steps, your motives. And it's not like how it used to be, because this time around it's rooted from you. It's not rooted from your ex-boyfriend. It's not rooted from your ex-girlfriend. It's not rooted from anybody. And you're not living through people's lives no more. It is in your own terms this time. Take this as it resonates, Aries. You may be one finding yourself out of your fears and stepping out with a lot of courage, stepping out with so much clarity, a lot of it. I think it's also like kind of scaring you at the same time. I don't know why, but that's something to be defined by you. Excuse me. I'm gonna drink my tea here for a second. Like your consciousness, like almost like your consciousness is growing, right? If you look at this mandala right here, it's like blooming, so much more light and less of this, right? Less of that and more of courage. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And whatever it was that you had experienced with this person in your past, an ex is what I'm picking up. You are also having to bring clarity on that and who you were in that friendship, who you were in that relationship. And you're finding yourself to be more now with yourself, and you're finding yourself to be more in control. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And whatever it is that you're doing with your time, it shows that your growth, and it shows growth. It shows so much growth mentally. This past relationship had you feeling like mortified about who you were, like mortified about you had to be so protective. Restricted almost. And you are also having to find your pace in all of it as it all come to surface. I feel a lot in Sagittarius season. We are going through this motion of highs and lows. And when you're at your high, you are so lovable. Like you show off so much of your love, and you create an even more stability in your environment. And this is what your friends and your family appreciate about you. But deep down, Aries, you're going through a lot. You're going through a lot, and you don't know, a lot of repressed energy, and you don't know who to really speak about this to. Sometimes you don't. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Cups. It's calling to me very, very strongly. You really don't. And the reason being is that you just want to save so much of your energy, and you don't want to also give out so much of your energy around this time, in this season perhaps. Going into the holidays, it gets heavier for some of us. And so when things from the past comes up, like for instance your ex, you are not feeling very comfortable, and you don't want to go back there. Who wants to go back there? You don't want to have to end up in this position where you feel like you have to always protect yourself and always guarding. You want to be in softness and less guarding. You want to be in a place where you're able to be more soft around your friends and your family and not get gaslighted. You want to be more just living a simple life, but you don't, like, you just want a peace of mind, and you'd hate for someone to step in and try to gaslight you all over again. That's what I'm getting. Like, a lot of what this past relationship had done to you mentally really affected you. And moving forward, you're kind of just like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. If I have to defend myself, I will defend myself. And if it comes off mean, then it will come off mean. But I'm not going to hold myself back any longer, is what I'm hearing. So you may also be finding yourself, Aries, I'm getting the image of like you being alone, your alone time, your me time, and you're finding yourself to be, dang it, I lost it, sorry. You're finding yourself to really appreciate who you've become. You're not playing games no more. This is where that maturity energy is coming from, like I was saying earlier. You're not, like, this is not a time for you to play games. I'm getting that. Ooh, look at that Justice. That just came out. I'm going to take that, actually. Like, you're not playing games anymore. This is something that you very much honor about yourself now, and you're stepping out even more brave. Not in fear, but more in courage, more in confidence. Again, boosting your confidence. Embracing, feeding your soul, like finding the good. You notice I have plants. I had put plants all around. I feel like for some of you, you're a plant mom, you're a plant dad, and heavy emphasis on the color green. You love to be around plants. It gives you that comfort. You have a very special connection with your plants. And when you are watering them and you're caring for them, you're repotting them, you find yourself to be in comfort. Your plants are your friends. I'm also getting like crystals are your friends. You find comfort in, like, sometimes like you talk to your plants, you're like a weirdo, but like to you, that's like a special relationship that you have with your plants. It's very interesting. But it gives you the comfort that no one else can give you. And perhaps when you are in that in that time and space alone, and you are in contemplation, you're in reflection, you're thinking to yourself, this is probably a lot better than going to somebody and talking about what I feel, because I don't want to also have to put this weight on anyone else, or you don't want to have to put this weight on your friends or family because it's already weighing you down. And so talking to your plants, and when you water your plants, that gives you the comfort that you absolutely need at the moment. I been drinking my tea, and the brand is called Yogi. And I don't know if you guys know, but in every packet they have a very special message on one of the, what do you call those, the tea bags. Attached to it, there's a message for every packet, right? And this one, it says, be fearless, know that all will be provided at the right time. Heavy emphasis on time. And I wanted to show you guys this because a lot of this energy about time and what time has provided for you, you have gained so much clarity from. I actually threw out the tea bag, and then I went back and I picked it up from the trash because I thought this was like a special message for you guys going into this reading, so I kept this. So I wanted to share that with you guys. But heavy emphasis on time. Every minute you are spending, every second that you are spending, you are counting. There's something about someone in a very specific pace here, and they want to get to where they want to be, so they are keeping themselves occupied here, like occupying your mind with so many things, but a very specific pace that you're going because you just want to get to where you want to be. It's like an obsessive energy, obsessive feeling that you're getting, like I need to, do something, or I need to be in a very specific pace, but I don't want to also burn myself out. But in using my time wisely, I know that I will get there on time. On my mirror, I had written, everything will come in time. Everything in time. Do not worry. Breathe into it. This is what I had written on my mirror. And every day I look at it, and it gives me a peace of mind, because I find myself and my mind to be racing out of nowhere all of a sudden. And when that happens and I look at it on the mirror, that gives me the confirmation and the validation that I'm on the right path. So you may be finding yourself like in this highs and lows in this season, right? And when you are in your lowest, you feel this certain impatience, like this impatience is coming through. It's making you feel like you need to go faster, when in fact we just really, really need to go slow. I have this written down here for you guys as well. Slow on everything. Slow on eating, slow on walking, slow on reading, slow with your words, slow on reacting, slow on pacing, slow on paying. That is a very specific message for you guys. Slow on paying. This could mean like, for example, you've got all your bills lined up, and then you need like essentials, and you have like a list, right? So you're like going down the list and you're thinking, which one should I prioritize first? That kind of thing. And having to keep that in order, you're slowing your mind down at the same time, if that makes sense. Collective, take that as it resonates. Right, like slowing down on your tasks. You have a list of things here. You have your bills, you have your essentials you need to buy. You have to, like, what you're gonna eat for the day, what are you gonna eat for dinner? It's like little tasks, and having you delegate or prioritize which should go first. And in this way, you are also slowing down your mind And when I'm getting with this slow on paying, you don't have to think about paying someone back, or you don't have to worry about paying someone back. You don't have to worry about paying for this right now or paying for that right now. I think a lot of what is coming up here is, and the anxiety that's coming up comes from you having to overthink, okay, I gotta pay for this and I gotta pay for that and I gotta pay this person back. Spirit wants you to know to slow down. You don't have to do that right now, is what I'm getting. You don't have to freak yourself out or worry about bills getting paid. And although that is something that can really stress you out, right? But if we were to just prioritize and to just take one thing at a time, that too will organize your mind at the same time. Also, heavy emphasis on, if you are one who has like a list of things to do, and you have ADHD, writing down what you are going to do for the day will help organize your mind. So when you wake up right away and you go into the kitchen, right? Like you just came from the bathroom and now you're in the kitchen, and you're like, fuck, what am I doing here? Like, what was I supposed to get, right? And you go back into the kitchen. You go back to the bathroom to, like, follow the tracks. Like, okay, go back. What was I gonna get? And then you remember it. It's like ADHD works like that, right? You're kind of like going from one room to another, and you're not really understanding why you're there, kind of like that. Like as soon as you wake up, you're like, I need coffee, or I need to go get a drink, when really you need to be in the bathroom brushing your teeth or taking a shower. I was getting that energy. I don't know, that's weird. But if that's for you, that's your confirmation to like really slow down. And as soon as you get out of bed, to sit there for a minute and let your mind settle. To not get up right away and do tasks right away. That when you wake up in the morning, just let yourself sit there for a minute and let your mind settle. Maybe like meditate for 5 minutes, or listen to a sermon, listen to a podcast, your favorite podcaster. Like, just let yourself sit there for a minute and let your mind settle and not get up right away. You may be one feeling very nauseous. I'm getting that energy. You may feel like you're burning out, and this is why we need to slow down. Heavy emphasis on time, Aries. What you're doing with your time will get you to where you need to be faster. And sometimes going slower will get you there even more faster. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, Aries. I appreciate your continued love and support. You guys can also find me on Instagram and TikTok. All of the information will be down below in the description box. Again, welcome to Sagittarius season. Heavy on self-care. And for you guys, it's about discipline, your routine, and getting a lot of love from your friends, getting a lot of love from your family. And if you're not getting it from your family, Aries, your friends are there for you as well. So remember that. I will catch you guys in the next. Take care of yourselves, Aries.